coming up today on Studio 13 Live.
Seeing the Eller up close, it is just so massive.
We're taking you to Northwest Trek Wildlife Park, a look at the incredible work done for animals native to the Pacific Northwest on 723 acres of land.
Plus, we're still celebrating Earth Month. Brown Family Vineyards planted more than 50,000 trees in 6 months. Hear all about their Brown Forest project in partnership with One Tree Planted.
And Kitchen and Market is showing us how to make their Mother's Day brunch recipes, how they're giving back to Mary's Place through their meal kits. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today.
Hey there! Thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm Carly Henderson and Brian McMillan. You're back again.
I am back again and ready to rock. Let's do this, shall we?
Let's do it.
We have to talk about the Seattle Kraken.
Oh, yeah.
Take a look.
Eberle in front for Schwartz. They score! Hey, hey! What do you say? Jordan Eberle and the Kraken win in overtime!
And Climate Pledge went absolutely bonkers. We have a couple of people who actually went to the game last night. So a couple of our production staff have said it was incredible. Loudest they've ever heard. So there you have it. The celebration continues today. Last night, the Kraken won their first home playoff game in franchise history, and it all came down to Jordan Eberle's game winner in overtime. And this win ensures that there will be at least one more game at Climate Pledge Arena this season. Look at that. Look at that crowd. Isn't it fun?
I mean, such FOMO looking at this right now.
I know, me too. I wish I could have gone.
Me too.
Last night, I was, I fell asleep to the game.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to fall asleep watching hockey, by the way, especially.
It's kind of noisy.
Yeah, it's a little noisy. Yeah, it's fast-paced and all that stuff. Golf or baseball might be something easier to fall asleep to. And then I somehow magically woke up like 30 seconds before that overtime goal. I don't know what happened.
It was the universe telling you needed to see it.
It was the universe shaking me awake to watch the goal. I watched it, and then I fell right back to sleep.
Oh, my gosh.
And then I thought it was a dream, but I looked at my phone this morning, and it was actually real.
I'm surprised you could fall asleep after that. That's so exciting. This is huge for us, too. Only the second year as a team. We're already in the playoffs. I mean, let's bring home the Stanley Cup.
And now there's potentially 3 games left, so it's a best of 3 now.
Yeah.
So we're all tied up 2-2. We'll see what happens. But it's going to be crazy on Friday. I think it's going to be crazy on Friday down there. Get tickets if you can.
Yeah, definitely. And if you haven't been to a Kraken game, I think it's one of my favorite sports that I've checked out here in Seattle. I've been to 2 games. It is an absolute blast, like just the theatrics of it all, the audio, the visuals, the like neon tentacle that comes down. I mean, you've got to go to at least one. So if not the playoff games, definitely go next year.
I cannot believe I still haven't gone to one yet.
Oh my God, it's so fun. You have to go.
Maybe Friday.
All right. Well, another story here. Some exciting news from Barbie today. So the brand is debuting its first doll with Down syndrome. So this doll was created in collaboration with the National Down Syndrome Society, which says that this means so much to their community because for the first time ever, people with Down syndrome can play with a Barbie doll that looks just like them. So the society also added that it's a huge step forward for inclusion. The doll's available now in limited quantities online, but it's going to be available at major retailers this summer and this fall for $10.99.
I love this. I think it's so important to have, dolls and even like cartoons and stuff that look like the people that are watching these things or playing with these things. And it's so cool to have these inclusive dolls.
It really is. Yeah. It's Mattel saying, we see you, and like representation is so important.
Yeah.
And even for people who don't have Down syndrome, when they're so curious when they're young, if you think of little kids when they're playing with Barbies, they're like little sponges.
Absolutely.
So getting them at that curious age and just having this, I think it's amazing.
You're absolutely right on.
Yeah.
It's awesome. All right. Harrison Ford's journey as Indiana Jones will soon come to an end. He's confirmed his upcoming movie, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, will be his last appearance as the character. I am so excited for this. I've loved Indiana Jones my whole life. I still, even though the last one was this one's going to be, I hope, great. Fans have been speculating that he would show up in an upcoming TV series in early development at Disney Plus, but Ford has shut down those rumors. And you can see Ford's last ride as Indiana Jones when it premieres in theaters on June 30th.
So how do you, as a huge Indiana Jones fan, how do you feel with this being his last?
You know, I think it's time. I mean, he's
80.
He's 80 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't expect him to
tired.
be performing his own stunts. I mean, he's gotten hurt on some of these sets and stuff like that. So
it's true.
It's time.
He's still out there acting, though. I mean, people loved him in the last Shrinking season. I'm sure he'll reprise that role again. So you can tell he just like loves the craft so much. It's almost like, you know, Bond, like having a new James Bond every once in a while, don't you think?
And I think if they take the time and they make the right choice, they can continue this franchise going forward, and maybe, you know, there'll be another Indiana Jones. We'll see. Won't be the same, but we'll see. We'll see how things go.
I'm sure they'll keep it going. Arnold Schwarzenegger is heading back to the big screen, and he's set to star in the action thriller Breakout. So the 75-year-old will take on the lead role of Terry Reynolds, who tries to save his stepson after he was framed and sentenced to 25 years in prison in a foreign country. This is going to be his first movie role in 4 years. Arnold's last film was in 2019's Terminator: Dark Fate. However, he's also set to star in the Netflix action comedy series Fubar, which drops in May. He's also getting up there. That means 75 years old. It's just like still taking on all these acting roles.
He looks great. So does Harrison Ford. They both look great. Why not? I'm all in. I like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I say, well, why not?
He did a lot of, you know, practice filling those potholes. He's in like prime shape now. He's ready to take on the next role.
Fill the potholes and then you go, get to the chopper.
And then you go. It kind of sounds like a Liam Neeson movie, to be honest. Like saving a child in Eastern Europe, you know?
It does.
We'll see how.
I'm in. Bring it on. All right. If you consider yourself a James Bond expert, you can put your skills to the test. Actor Brian Cox is set to host a new James Bond reality show called 007's Road to a Million. The show will be filmed in various locations featured in Bond films, including Scotland, Venice, and Jamaica. Contestants will be in two-person teams and be tested on intelligence, endurance, and heroism. No word on an exact debut date. I am also, it's like this show is made for me today.
Yeah.
I love Indiana Jones and I love James Bond. Those are like two of my favorites.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know how well I would do particularly in this show because I'm not great at trivia necessarily.
You're good at hosting trivia.
I'm good at hosting, but like remembering the details.
Yeah.
That's why I'm hosting it, not playing.
Yeah, I'm actually the same as you. I'm really bad at trivia myself, but hosting it's a good time.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think this is an awesome concept for a show, though. I think this is going to be a huge hit. I think people will really love it. And even if you don't win, just telling people, oh, I went on a James Bond competition show, like that's bragging rights forever, no?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
impressive.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, continuing our discussion about Twitter, yesterday we told you how check marks were popping up for some celebrities who said that they didn't pay for Twitter Blue. Now celebrities who aren't alive anymore are getting them too. Take a look at this. So this is a screenshot of Kobe Bryant's Twitter right here. It says that he's verified to Twitter Blue, has a verified phone number. The account has more than 14 million followers. Bryant, of course, tragically died in a helicopter crash back in 2020. And music icon Michael Jackson also has a blue check mark showing up on his page with the same message about Twitter Blue. The account has more than 2 million followers. Jackson died in 2009. What is going on at Twitter?
Oh my gosh, this is a mess.
It's such a mess.
Oh, it's so.
It happened to so many people too. Barbara Walters, Chadwick Boseman, Anthony Bourdain. To me, this just feels like Twitter trying to capitalize on their fame a little bit and make it seem more prestigious to have that Twitter Blue check mark.
Because right now it's not. Anybody can just buy one.
And these people can't defend themselves from the grave saying, I didn't pay $8 a month, you know? I'm sure it's just like the generic message that pops up when somebody has Twitter Blue, but I just feel like it's not a good look for Twitter.
I've spent many years building this a Twitter following, and also on the other social media outlets, but it's been for news and weather and stuff. Twitter's great because it's immediate, right?
Yes.
And you can get alerts for when important things are happening, and I just feel like it's really digging itself deep at this point. So we'll see what happens.
Conversation continues.
I don't know. I mean, Is it the beginning of the end for Twitter? I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see if they make it profitable.
We'll see.
I'm sure they'll make some money, but I don't know.
Is it going to be enough?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know. All right. Is artificial intelligence in the future for filmmaking? Avengers director Joe Russo believes it could be the case. In an interview with Collider, he says he thinks the industry is about 2 years away from AI-created movies. Russo also said AI could be used potentially. Always have an evolving story, whether it be in a game, movie, or a show. Russo said he's been on the board for a few AI companies. The biggest thing we'll be learning is how to protect ourselves from it in the future. So what do you think, Carly?
This kind of makes me sad.
I know it does.
Because movies and like music, there's also AI generated music. It's an art, you know. It comes from people's personal experiences. It's like artistic expression. It bums me out. The only time I could see it working is with really formulaic movies, like Hallmark movies.
Absolutely.
So it's like big city girl. She, moves or she goes back to her small town. She puts up Christmas lights with her hometown boyfriend because they run into each other.
Yeah.
She realizes there's more to life and decides to stay there. Like that's the formula for most of the Hallmark movies.
I totally agree with you. Like the formulaic ones, or even like a formulaic action movie or something like that. You could totally write a script with AI, but there is something about art of all kinds, and I'm talking like theater and music and filmmaking, where I think the human element is always going to be there in some way that will stand out as different.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping that's the case. Because if you computerize art, is it really art anymore?
I don't know. It's a bummer. I think I'll just opt for the real human-created films in the future.
Agreed.
Z's Pizzeria in New Orleans will give you free pizza for a year if you give up your Taylor Swift tickets. What an offer. The owner and his wife are longtime Swifties, and they say that they weren't able to get a hold of her tickets when they went on sale, like so many people in the world.
Yeah, me.
They shared this photo on Instagram of a sign in their restaurant that says, "Free pizza for Swiftics." It seems like people will do a lot to get tickets to see her perform.
I mean, if it's like I wonder what the details are on that. Is it like one pizza a month for
I would think it would be every day as much as you want, right?
Well, hey, then that would totally be worth it. Absolutely.
It could.
I know. I looked just a couple weeks ago. The cheapest tickets here were about $525 for the worst seats in the house. I mean, I'm talking way up high.
Yeah.
You like touch the ceiling at Lumen Field. So.
Gotta bring the binocs.
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
Day of the show and like the week of the show, I think there will be some better deals if you want to risk it.
Here's a hot tip for you. You want to get cheaper than that ticket.
Yeah.
Hang out at a bar down by Lumen Field. And then hang out on the Ticketmaster app, as you're just chilling there a couple of hours before showtime.
Yeah.
And watch the people frantic that can't show up. Watch those ticket prices go down and scoop them up then.
Yeah.
That's how you get the good
It's a
deals.
win-win for us all.
That's right. That's right. All right, still ahead. How would you like to win a flyaway trip to sit front row at a U2 concert?
We've got all the details coming up when we check in with our friends Jody and Bender from Mornings on 95.7 The Jet. We'll be right back.
All right, U2 fans, there's a huge giveaway going on right now where you can win a flyaway trip to see the group.
Ooh, that sounds good. And joining us right now to chat all about that, our friends Jody and Bender from Mornings on 95.7 The Jet. Hello, how are you guys?
Hey guys, doing good. How are you?
Doing good. So before we get to that, we have a couple stories that we're going to get to. I hear there's this new museum exhibit. Got to tell you, I love museums, but I'm told I will not be going to this one. What is unique about this?
Well, you don't have to worry about mistaking an entry for you. It's all the way in France at the Mac Lion, the Museum of Contemporary Art in Lyon, which is in France. They're hosting an exhibition on the human body, so all of the art has to do with the human body.
Okay.
So of course it makes sense to make sure that everybody who goes there is showing off their human body. Everyone has to go in the nude.
No.
Really? No way.
100% nude. So naturists are very excited about this because they're like, finally, we can come out. But yeah, no clothing is allowed.
I would never do this. And I've been to the Bodies exhibit too. Remember that museum?
That's different.
Oh, I've been to that kind of, which is
different.
also disgusting. But like, I love going to the Korean spa, and even that, just having to be nude because you can't wear a swimsuit when you go there, just it really keeps me from wanting to go. I definitely never for a museum. Oh my God.
Seriously, if everybody was around
knowing full well that you would never ever see these people ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I still wouldn't do it. Can you can you take photos inside this museum?
You cannot take photos inside the museum because you don't have anywhere to put your camera.
You can find somewhere, right?
Oh, you can always find somewhere.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
All right. Well, moving on.
So wait a second. So neither of you are going to go. If
Absolutely
given the
not.
opportunity,
Are
if
you
you were
guys
given
going?
a VIP trip, all expense paid trip, first class airfare,
Oh,
you're
Never.
not going to the museum regardless.
I'd do it.
No, you wouldn't.
I would do it.
No, you
I
wouldn't.
think I would do it. I mean, are you going to guarantee that I would never see these people again? I'd do it.
And there was no record of it?
No record of it. No security
You
footage.
can't guarantee that. That's not possible. You're going to see them all at the post-exhibition drinks party anyway.
Bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I look forward to hearing your
Hey,
experience there,
aren't
Brian.
you the guy that had the phone hidden in the? No.
Wow.
There's always one place to hide your phone. That's what I always.
Oh, okay. All right, we got some new info about how long the average marriage lasts in different parts of the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah. Different parts of the world. Somebody put together this whole thing. Where do you think in the world couples stay together the longest when married? Give it a shot.
France, because they're going to this museum together and bonding.
I feel like it would be somewhere where, marriage is or divorce is like, against the law or not very looked down upon.
Good
so
point.
I would.
The
I don't know.
answer is Rome.
Really?
Rome.
Really?
Yeah. The average marriage is 15 to 18 years.
That's not very
And
long.
That's not very long.
That's
the
not a
longest.
lifetime.
Well, I mean, depending upon who you're with, it may feel like a lifetime.
What I'm talking
Just
about.
when it ends.
I mean, right?
Interesting.
That is interesting.
I don't know. I would not have guessed that.
All right.
All right, tell us all about this U2 giveaway you're doing.
U2, that brand new venue in Vegas, the Sphere, it kind of looks like Epcot, only it's big. It's this big black ball right off the strip in Vegas.
Yeah.
So cool.
They're about to open it up. The very first concert is going to be U2. And iHeartRadio and U2 and MSG, who is building this big thing, we've all teamed up together. We're going to send one lucky winner to Vegas for the grand opening of the Sphere. You get to go to the very first concert, which will be U2.
And that's not all.
And then when you're done, you go off to Dublin, Ireland for like 4 days and an entire itinerary that has been curated by Bono and The Edge.
Oh my gosh,
so
how
there you
fun.
go. Not a bad deal.
That's a really good deal.
That's a very cool contest. That is, wow.
That's awesome.
All you have to do daily is put up with Jody and I. Every morning, we start at 6, and every morning at 7:15, we give you the keyword that you would then enter on our website. But the only hurdle, the only hoop you got to jump through to win this thing is you have to listen to me and Jody every morning on 95.7 The Jet.
A lot to ask.
It's a tough ask, but I'm sure people will do it. People love you.
People really like you too,
Jody Benner, thank you so much. And you can catch their show weekday mornings on 95.7 The Jet.
There you
Thanks,
go.
guys.
Talk to you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Oh, man. All right, coming up on Studio 13 Live, Brown Family Vineyards planted over 50,000 trees in just 6 months.
Yeah, hear about how they're fighting climate change with their wines. Stick around, we'll be right back. Brown Family Vineyards not only has great wines, but they also help fight climate change through their wine sales.
How awesome is that? So joining us today to share all about their Brown Forest project, Andrew and Courtney Brown. Hi.
Hello.
Good to see you again.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming out, you guys.
This is awesome. So tell us about what inspired you to start this amazing project, Brown Forest Project, and what it's all about.
Right to the heart of it. This inspiration, first of all, we've got little kids, and to be able to talk about the environment, we all, the news comes on in July, August, September, and what do we see? We see forest fires. We see big fires. We sat down as an organization and talked to our team and everything and said, what would be really important? I'm also a big fly fisherman, love to get in the outdoors, and it's something that we want to teach our kids and have them grow up in this environment. And the only way you're going to be able to fish, have great fishing, and the only way you're going to be able to go out in the mountains is we got to keep these forests from burning down.
Mm-hmm. And you partnered with One Tree Planted, environmental nonprofit. Now you've planted over 50,000 trees with volunteers. Tell us more what it was like to get your hands on giving back to the planet in that way. And I mean, it's just incredible. That's a lot of trees.
Yeah. Well, we had a really fun personal experience with our children, actually. We took them out. We let them pick out some trees ahead of time.
And how old are they?
We've got a 7-year-old, 5-year-old, and a 1-year-old.
Okay,
So the 1-year-old
all
was,
right,
just playing in the
There
dirt.
for the ride.
Totally. Yeah, we had a really good time just taking them out there, letting them get their hands dirty, and they really got into the shoveling. But I think that's just it's something, if you make it really fun, then the kids can really get excited about it. And so then we've had a bunch of our team members have gotten out, and they've done some really great restoration projects as well.
That's awesome. And you guys are also taking into account your own carbon footprint with your packaging. Talk to us about how you're using that to make the environment a little bit better.
Okay, we've got some bottles here on the table. The first thing you see is there's not a wine label. So we're not printing wine labels.
Yeah, you're just printing it right on
So the glass
bottle.
is 100% recyclable. The glass weighs 40% less than a standard glass. And all our boxes are 100% recycled. So this is, the impact starts from the beginning. But the coolest thing is you buy a bottle of that, or you drink a bottle of it, but buy a bottle of it, we plant a tree. It's that simple.
Right.
One bottle, one tree.
I love it.
That is
Something we could all get
fantastic.
behind.
Yeah.
And so you released a new wine in celebration of this milestone of 50,000 here. So what can you tell people about that?
Okay, so well, let's pass this around. Let's get you guys to try
Okay,
this.
if we have to.
Okay, exactly. This is our white blend. You'll find this in our tasting rooms, downtown Seattle, Bellevue, Tacoma, on this side of the mountains, Walla Walla and Spokane on the other side. And we are, this is a white blend. We call it, it's special. Our winemakers are going to make a different blend every year. It's got great fruit. I like to think of it as like a sliced pear. It's just, it just tastes so yummy.
It's really refreshing, I can tell.
Isn't that great?
It is, yeah.
Really, the flagship is the red wine, though.
Right.
The red blend has been. You're gonna find the red blend in almost every major grocery store: Fred Meyer, Safeway, QFC, Albertsons, your Met Market, Hagen's. They have all embraced this. What's been really cool, it's hard to get wine into grocery stores. It's just, it's not easy.
A lot of competition.
A lot of competition.
The embracing by the community for what we're doing has been instantaneous.
This is amazing. It tastes so good. It reminds me of like a picnic wine. I'm thinking summer vibes. This is great.
What's your goal on how many trees you want to plant here over the course of like the next year, let's say?
Awesome question. Our goal, we don't know if we're going to get there in a year, but our goal, and it's building, are in the first, really the last 90, 100 days, we've got to that 50,000 mark, and it's just taken off. Our overall goal for the next couple of years is 1 million trees planted in local forests.
I hope you reach that goal. That's
Well,
incredible.
We'll need some
so
help.
far, so good.
Yeah.
We need you guys to drink the wine.
And the 1-year-old, 5-year-old, and 7-year-old will be doing all that work,
Yeah.
right?
all by themselves,
I hope for a really long time, because they are.
did.
This is such a great thing to be able to get our kids engaged
Totally.
in.
Yeah, totally.
They
And
love
it's
it.
fun.
Yeah,
working
they're probably
outside.
such a good influence on their friends too.
Totally. It's a fun
so
little party.
if people are buying the wine, they're drinking the wine, they're feeling really good about this, what else can they do to be involved?
So they can actually go to onetreeplanted.org on the website. You can donate, or there are events you can actually partner with through their website, or you can join our wine club and you can come plant trees with us. We're going to actually do some fun wine club events that are tailored around the restoration projects.
Wait, tell us
and
more about the wine
reforestation.
club.
Our community in each of our different locations. So we have a community in Bellevue, community in Seattle, community in Tacoma over here, and everybody joins a club. And it's not just about getting wine. It's about coming in and becoming part of a community.
Our family.
This is another great example of, we're not just like, hey, buy the bottle of wine when you're in the tasting room. No, sign up.
Yeah.
Come on out. Nobody doesn't have a good time. Plus, at the end of it, guess what we do? We drink wine.
Well, yeah.
Plant trees, then we get to drink wine.
Plant trees. You do something good for the environment, and you
That's right.
do something good for yourself.
That's right.
What a fun way to help the planet. I'm in.
I love it.
Andrew and Courtney, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Good to see you as
Thank you,
always.
guys.
Thank you,
Cheers.
guys. Yeah.
We've got a link with more info on the Brown Forest Project up on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live.
And this is really great. Coming up next, Carly's going to take you on a trip to Northwest Trek Wildlife Park.
Yeah, so I got to learn all about what this park does for the animals that are native native to the Pacific Northwest. So we're gonna go get up close to bison and billy goats. We're gonna check out their 723-acre facility in Eatonville right after the break.
Something I picked up about you is that I'm pretty sure you're a big animal lover.
I am. I love animals, and I'm really excited to take you today on a totally new animal adventure. We are headed to a massive wildlife park to check out a ton of them safari style. So check out the latest adventure of Passport to the Northwest. Headed about an hour and 15 minutes south of Seattle, where I hear you can mingle with bison, billy goats, bighorn sheep, and so much more. Let's go. Sunny, so nice to meet you. Tell me what Northwest Trek is all about.
Hey, so here at Northwest Trek, our biggest thing is that we showcase native species. So all these things you see today, you could find potentially anywhere in the Pacific Northwest.
And what kind of species are we talking?
Well, inside our park, we have all of our predators, so things like raptors, cougar, and bears.
Whoa.
Yeah, but out in our free roaming area, we have things like bison, elk, and mountain goats.
Awesome. And does free roaming mean I can free roam, or the animals are free roaming?
Our animals are the ones that get to free roam. However, you can go out on our off-roading vehicle doing our Keeper Adventure Tour. So.
Oh, sweet. So you're going to take me on that today?
Yeah, come on, let's go. Let's do it.
How many acres do you have here?
Our entire facility is about 723 acres.
Oh my gosh! Our first animal friend!
Hey, Cody! This is a Rocky Mountain goat.
Hi! Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
This is one of our 6 Rocky Mountain goats. Here in Washington, you'll find these guys in the Olympics and the Cascades.
I've got some Rocky Mountain goat fur. You can't actually touch the animals here, but they're shedding their coats right now. And so Sunny brought this along for the ride, and she said it was really cool because the birds actually make their nests with this too.
These are all of our bighorn sheep all together.
Why do their horns curl like that?
Ooh, great question. With horns, they will stay on an animal's head its entire life, and they kind of slowly grow with them. Fun fact, horns are made out of the same material as their fingernails.
Oh,
so
really?
keratin.
What are the other ones we're gonna see next?
We're gonna see if we can find our bison.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Bye, goats. Bye. Who do we have here?
These are North American bison. A lot of times you hear people say bison and buffalo interchangeably.
Yeah.
However, they're 2 different animals. In North America, we have North American bison, which you can see right here.
Yeah. How fast can bison run?
Despite being so large, bison can run 35 miles per hour.
Oh my gosh. How much do their heads weigh?
So a bison's head alone can weigh 200 pounds.
Oh my gosh. And then how much do they weigh total?
They can potentially get up to 2,000 pounds. Yeah, and they are really soft. You want to feel?
Oh, yes, I do. Oh my gosh. I love this. It's so interactive without having to like bother the animals. Bison fur. So Sunny just poured out some feed for them to snack on, and they came really close to the vehicle. It is wild to be this close to the bison. Look, they're just right here hanging out. I love their little tongues too. They're like so adorable. Okay, so we just drove by and found these antlers that were along the side of the road, and 30 pounds total, right? Wow. I cannot get over this. Right? Because you see them from a distance, and it's like proportional to their body, but actually seeing the antler up close, it is just so massive.
We do have Roosevelt elk here, which is the biggest elk species, and right now they are in shedding season, shedding out their antlers. These elk are growing these antlers to show off to the ladies. They're being like, hey girl, I'm so good at eating, right? So good at surviving. I'm able to grow these giant things out of my head.
Every year.
Every single year. It is amazing. If you have a healthy elk, they can grow 3/4 of an inch of antler in a single day.
So we're checking out the elk now, and I'm noticing it's mostly females, but there is one male elk with the big antlers. Sunny, why is this happening?
Yeah, so right now we're actually looking at our cow herd, which consists of most of our females and their young ones. However, every year there is one elk bull that wins breeding season, and he gets to spend his quality time with the girls the rest of the year.
How does he win breeding season?
Great question. So, not only does he have to have the biggest antlers, he also has to beat out his competitors. So he'll do that by sparring with the other elk.
Like antler fighting?
Yeah.
Sparring is antler fighting? Oh my gosh.
Antlers and trying to overpower each other.
So it's like a growing contest.
Essentially.
So that's our head bull. He won breeding season last year, and so his prize is quality time with all those girls down there.
And that is our free roaming area.
Okay, Sunny, you had so many great animal facts, and I had the time of my life today getting so close to all these amazing animals. If you love living life on the wild side, you should definitely check out Northwest Trek. Oh my gosh, so much fun. If you want to visit Northwest Trek yourself, all the info is in the link section of our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.
Well, that does it. I'm taking the kids.
Yeah, you should definitely do it.
That looks
it was so
awesome.
fun.
That looks really, really awesome. And I mean, what was it like to be like that close? to
It was
those animals?
incredible. Yeah, so many bison. And it was cool because Sunny would pour food out there so that they would come really close too. So they really make sure that you know, it's not just like, oh, well, I see a bison or not today. Like they almost guarantee that you do. So it was really cool. And I love just like learning about all that stuff too.
Absolutely. And the antlers, like that's I actually had no idea they shed it in every single year.
Every year. I can't get over that.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Great work, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, still to come here on Studio 13 Live, we're talking about the Target effect.
This is the psychology behind why you can't buy just one thing at certain stores.
You cannot do that. All right.
It's impossible.
Okay, now it's time to talk about why you can't just buy one thing at Target, okay? The Target effect is known in psychology as the Gruen transfer. It's a strategy that retailers use to intentionally overwhelm shoppers to get them to buy more. It involves strategically placing colors, sounds, and deals that disrupt the decision-making process. Do you get tricked by the Target effect?
Of course I do.
I do too. You know what's even worse, I feel like, is the Costco effect.
Oh.
Because I go there planning to spend maybe $100 on a few different things.
Impossible.
And then $400 later, it's crazy how that works. I've heard it at Costco, they actually move things around in different places so you can't go to the same place
That's horrible.
to find stuff.
That's one of the things I like about Target is I have my Target that I go to and I know where stuff is. And so if I'm often in a different part of town and there's a Target nearby, I'm like, I can't go to this one because I might have to go to a different floor to get the thing that I need. There's just, Target has everything you need. It seems like they have clothes, they have food, they have bubbly water, they have shoes, they have makeup, they have skincare, they have medicine. Target has everything. It's often like a 90-minute like zombie walk for me by the end of it. I'm just like, I have to just check and see.
Go up and down the aisles and stuff. Like, what's the worst that it's been? Like, you went to go get one thing and how much did you spend?
Well, the thing is, I'll have my returns because I actually order a lot of stuff from Target online, and then once I have enough to like return of stuff that didn't work out, shoes that didn't fit, whatever, I'll take it back, and then I'll feel like I got free money, and then I'm like, oh, I can spend $100 and it's free today. This is great.
I think that's how it works.
I mean, often I would say like $200 to $300 at a Target, but it feels like it's stuff that you need because you get some, cleaning supplies and things like that in there too.
You know, if you mix
so
in
bad.
stuff you actually need with stuff you don't need, then it feels like then you're not guilty, right? You don't feel guilty.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's move on to our next story. If you have 9 hours to kill, we might have the perfect album for you to listen to. Singer Mac DeMarco released a 199-song album called One Wayne G. The songs were recorded between 2018 and 2023. Most of them are instrumentals. Spotify lists the length of the album at about 9 hours and 30 minutes. Fans are really taking to social media to react. Some people are expressing excitement, but others are calling this long album just absolutely crazy. I was looking at it too. I went on Spotify to like give it a listen, see what the hype was about. It's pretty easy to listen to. It's kind of like jazzy and vibey, maybe some beats in there. But the song names, like a few of them have names, but most of the 199 songs are just like dates It's like it's almost like a file organizing system.
Might
you know?
be. It might run out of song names.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, you got to ask your AI chatbot. Maybe that's something AI could help you with.
I think, is it good background music?
Yes, it would be perfect for a long drive.
There you go.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a party background music or something.
Yeah.
Like a chill party.
Maybe like cooking, because it's kind of classy with the jazz in
okay.
there too. I don't know if you have a classy party. I don't know what kind of parties you have.
You know, a little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Hey, it turns out people are working past retirement age. According to the Wall Street Journal, this is because seniors enjoy the challenge of problem solving. The social aspect of working with people and being able to work from home makes it easier without the commute. People need workers, so they are helping fill in some of these gaps. So, do you see yourself working beyond retirement age?
I don't know. I mean, I think for me, I never look forward to like not working. I'm never like, oh, when I'm done working, because like I really enjoy my career and I'm passionate about it and I get to talk about all these things I'm really interested in.
Yeah.
For me, it's like this industry is super ageist for women. So I've never thought, oh, I could work until I'm 70 years old, because you just don't see women on TV that old. I'm like, man, I've gotten until I'm what, like 50 or something?
No.
It's a little bit different for men than it is for
Yeah.
women, you know? But I think I would just want like a work optional life. Like at some point, just take on projects you want, sleep in, have it be a little bit more chill.
That
That's
sounds
what I
nice.
look forward
do
to.
feel I'm a very extroverted
Yeah.
person, and I think you are too,
Yeah.
right? Aren't you? I need people.
Yeah.
So if it's not work people I'm surrounding myself with, then
Yeah.
I'm gonna like find people, because
Yeah.
like that for me like makes work awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, I think this is why so many people volunteer too, because they want to feel useful and valued and things like that. So you got to stay busy. You got to stay talking to people, and it's
good for the brain.
It's good for the
It is.
brain. Well, normally at this time on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do trivia with 2 viewers at home.
But we haven't been able to get some players to commit to playing with us at this time. So we've been skipping it the past few weeks. We'd love to have you join and win some cool prizes, okay?
Yes.
So here is how you enter. You're going to go to fox13seattle.com/contest. You're going to click on Studio 13 Pop Quiz and just fill out the form. We'll give you a call to get on the show. It's super duper easy, and I mean the questions aren't necessarily easy, but
Yeah.
some of them are.
Yeah.
I make all the questions myself.
Yep.
Okay, and the categories are really fun and all that stuff. It's a really good time.
Yeah.
You get Carly and Mireya to help you out a little bit here. Sometimes.
Depending on the category of that week. It's really fun though. I always feel like I learn something when we play trivia.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, we're going to kick that into gear again here next week, and we'd love to
Absolutely.
have you join us.
Yeah, so much fun. Well, still ahead on Studio 13 Live, we are making delicious frittatas and scones with Kitchen and Market.
Plus, hear how they're giving back to the community with their Mother's Day brunch meal kits. Stick around.
I wanna see you smile.
Are you ready? Because we are. It's time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight amazing food in our area.
Yes, and today we're joined by Stephanie King. She's the owner and founder of Kitchen and Market. Welcome.
Hello.
Thanks for coming to hang.
Oh my God, thank you so
We
much.
have all these amazing things in front of us, and I am very excited.
We're going to be diving in. You're going to put us to work today, I've heard, too.
Yeah, absolutely. So in general, whenever you hang out with me, you will be put to work.
Okay.
You will be well fed.
Okay.
So those are the two things I can promise.
I'm down with that. Let's talk a little bit about Kitchen and Market. So it's a local grocery store concept,
Yes.
chef-inspired meal kit provider. Talk to us all about your business and where your stores are and all that good stuff.
Okay, well, we actually founded in COVID, so pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
So 2020, our first location was in Pike Place Market. And then we also have a location on Mercer Island, and then we just opened the world's cutest corner store in Medina.
Oh, I love that.
So it's just absolutely adorable, and really we are just like kind of a one-stop local corner grocery to be able to come in and grab a meal kit, prepared foods, whatever you need to
Yeah.
whatever level cook you are, to be able to feed yourself.
It's
and
very, I looked
your
up
family.
pictures today, too, and it's very aesthetically pleasing, too.
I like pretty things.
Yeah. That's true.
Yes. So
All right, so this Mother's Day, okay,
Yes.
you can skip the reservation thing, and like you know how early you have to get in for all that
Yes, it's so
stuff.
hard.
Yeah, it is. It's tough. And you can do meal kits so that people can cook a delicious brunch right from home. What is in the kit this year? What are we looking at?
Yes.
Well, first of all, so it starts off with a frittata, which I just want to say right now is a very fancy word for feeding a large group of people eggs. It's just super easy, very approachable.
Yeah.
This is a spring frittata with fresh asparagus from Washington, parsley, and leeks, and you basically just saute that up, make the frittata, throw it in the oven. TV magic-wise, let's pretend I just did that. And so the frittata is the main course. We also have, and I'd like to go backwards a second.
Yes.
Sure.
All brunches, a really good brunch requires mimosas.
It does.
So let's go back for 1 second. I jumped into the main course, and we really need to go there. So Carly, would you mind making, in my mind, the world's perfect mimosa?
Absolutely. Teach me how.
Okay, so we're going to use, I brought some Grace Prosecco, which, just so you know, is named after our executive chef's daughter.
Aww.
So I have a soft spot for, yes.
I love it.
I have a soft spot for this Prosecco.
And you've got a dog on your label, so you know, I'm in.
It's a pug, Bugsley, so cute.
Okay.
Okay, so the key to a great mimosa is the ratio needs to be very light on juice.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I
was gonna ask. In my family, you know, we kind of it's almost a splash of juice.
That's perfect.
Okay.
And it's a splash of it's for color.
That's a glass of champagne. That's
One of the best secrets of brunch is as long as, and now we're going to pour in a little bit of, this is our rosemary lemonade.
Oh my gosh, I love rosemary lemonade.
It's so good.
Is there room for it?
Yes, Brian. Carly is invited to my brunch.
Yes.
Always.
All right.
Yes.
So, and there we go. And then
That's
test
it.
it out.
my friend.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And
All
here,
right. Yes.
I'm hiding mine under here. I might have.
Oh, there we go.
I might have taken a mimosa. Sorry. So.
Oh, so good.
In all, like it's light
good.
and refreshing,
Yeah.
and this to me is part of entertaining.
Yeah.
It makes it so much easier, and people are so much more comfortable when you have just like a little mimosa kit or something, and then you can actually enjoy hosting everyone and feeding them
Back
very
a little
Take the edge
bit. You get so many compliments on your food.
Exactly. So let's go back to talking about brunch. Now that I've done a really good job of getting you.
I feel relaxed.
Yeah.
See,
I'm just going to continue sipping this as we're going.
Now, also, one of the things I love about this brunch, and this goes without saying for all of our meal kits, the goal is to make this easy to cook no matter where you feel your confidence level is in the kitchen. Okay. So everything that you need to make this brunch is in this kit. And I'm gonna kind of walk through. So we have a salad, the frittata, a chia yogurt and granola parfait.
Oh, yum.
Which is great either to start, kind of like a pre-snack or as just like the first course. And then of course I'm gonna almost call them famous scones because they're fabulous. And you're gonna make them, and I'm gonna show you how.
Let's do it.
Okay. So first of all, this is so easy. Our scone mix, literally one of the parts of the recipe is open scone mix. Okay?
Perfect.
So that's how easy we're talking here. So you're gonna zest this lemon here into this. We've already put the mix in there.
Am I doing it right?
Yep, you're perfect.
How am I doing? Am I doing okay?
You know what? I might have to put you to work in a little bit, but right now I think you're doing great.
Doing great.
So this is perfect. So you're just gonna zest the lemon. I love lemon. I love any citrus in baked goods. It just makes them fresh. And Brian, I'm actually gonna have you in the meantime. Will you just smell that?
Can I smell it too?
Oh, that's really good.
It's just,
oh my gosh.
It's incentive for continuing. There we go. Okay, now, heavy cream.
Okay.
You're just going to dump the whole thing in.
There we go, no measuring.
We like to measure for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice and easy.
You are just going to stir that together. It's going to be a little bit of a dry mix, kind of as you keep going.
Now, is there something that I can do while she's doing this?
Absolutely. Why, thank you for helping in the kitchen.
Well,
Much appreciated.
I got to get my hands dirty.
You got to follow the rules.
I love a good breakfast salad.
Sure.
Okay? And let's stop right there, and then I'll show you one thing in a second.
Okay.
I love a good breakfast salad. They should be simple. It kind of just adds a little freshness, right?
Yes.
So this is frisee mustard vinaigrette and bacon bits. And that's it. And it's so easy. We're just going to top the bacon bits on there.
Okay.
I'm going to have you put a little sprinkle of our tuxedo salt on top there. And then dress as desired and toss. And then we will come back here, whip these scones back up, and then we're ready to go.
Okay.
So here's the thing. We're on television. So we're not going to push this, make the actual scones, but I'm going to walk you through it. Okay? So it's kind of this like nice kind of dough right here. We would just pop this out here, shape it into a round disc.
Okay.
Like this is so easy.
Yeah.
And then you are literally cutting it into 8 pieces.
Okay.
Putting it on a baking tray and baking them for 12 minutes.
Easy peasy.
That's it. No cutting butter. I mean, you literally are just putting heavy whipping cream in the mix and zesting a lemon.
You make it so easy.
And then voila.
There we go.
Honestly, the let's go back to this Mother's Day kit. This
Yeah.
is actually the 4th year we've done this. And all the proceeds for the kit go to Mary's Place. So it's a fundraiser. Mary's Place is an organization that I think is near and dear to all of our hearts. My daughter and I used to volunteer there. And so when she and I did our very first one, I did this with my daughter when she was 18. We launched Kitchen and Market.
I love that.
And so she picked Mary's Place. And so we've continued to do that every year. I think it's a great way to make mom breakfast.
Definitely.
And then also help some moms in the community. So it's
a win-win.
All the moms win.
Yeah.
So, but what's cute is we literally put the scone mix in because I just thought it would be a good activity for the littles to do while you were busy making everything else.
I love cooking with my kids. It's so much fun.
It really is. So let's try this. So in general, I'm gonna hide these because you've done, Carly, you did such a good job
Thank you
making
so
those
much,
scones.
Stephanie.
Look what I did.
I mean, oh my goodness. So let's plate these up. We are going to, I've got a plate for each of you.
And we have just a few seconds here, so we want to make sure we get to try stuff as well.
So I want you to, sorry.
Oh, here we go.
Here, let's get to the good stuff. Let's go with the scones. Fresh raspberry jam.
Okay.
Because that's what always is required.
Oh,
with
yeah.
scones. So good.
Can I just give it a little dip?
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
And get the lemon.
It tastes so fresh,
Oh, that's
too.
really good.
You know, that's fantastic. Can I try this parfait real quick?
Yes, absolutely. Let's keep
in
going.
our last few seconds here.
Yes.
I love it.
So that's our chia yogurt, just some fresh berries, and then try the granola.
I would definitely order this at a restaurant. Thank you so much, Stephanie. We will put a link for more info on Kitchen and Market and their Mother's Day brunch kits up on our website, fox13seattle.com/studios13live. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
We're gonna eat now.
Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds.